Ahoy! Ahoy, mateys!
Ahoy!
And welcome to another episode of Shore Leave, where these two sailors are taking a chance to kick back, absorb the local color, talk about some non-Sailor Moon topics. I'm your host, Ka1iban.
I'm your co-host, Mikanhana.
And we're here to sip up some Mai Tais.
Yeah, Mai
Right?
Tais. I think that's my go-to.
That's your go-to
like,
thing?
shore leave drink that
Yes.
I just always pull right out of my brain.
Do you know what's in a Mai Tai?
No clue. Some Mai and some Thai.
I'm going to try to...
Right?
Yeah, I'm going to try to tell you what's in a Mai Tai right now. White rum, dark
Okay.
rum, curacao.
Okay.
Like not Akira Kurosawa.
What is curacao?
It's a liqueur.
Okay.
It is flavored with bitter orange.
Okay.
And you don't get this very often because bars don't have this really, but something called orgeat, which is an almond syrup enhanced with a touch of flower water. And that's how you get the real taste of the islands in there.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
I think maybe I want to change my drink to a daiquiri. I'm thinking that's maybe more my speed.
A daiquiri?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that a
Or-
frozen daiquiri?
Yeah, totally frozen. Or a hurricane, which is just a daiquiri if you're in New Orleans, more or less.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah. Those are dangerous. Those,
Daiquiris?
I think we've talked about it before, but like...
I think we have talked about it before.
Yeah, but when I was in New Orleans, you can just walk around and like carry your hurricane, and you're like, oh, this is so... It doesn't taste strongly like alcohol, so you're like, I can have another one, and it's like, wow.
And then in your mugshot, your mouth is all red. And,
Right, of
yeah,
course.
Yeah.
You've got, the adult, like, Kool-Aid mustache thing going on.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Kool-Aid mustache, officer. Yeah. Well, welcome to people watching on Twitch and YouTube, and thanks for joining us for this little experiment. And like I said, it is an experiment, so let us know if there is any issues with the technical side. We're still working things out, but I think we've got it down.
Yes.
We're going to try to stream some of these shore leaves. It's our monthly show that we do at the end of the show, and we'll be looking at the chat and everything throughout the show. So if you haven't yet, why not take this chance to subscribe to us here on Twitch by hitting the heart icon and click the bell icon too, so that way you know that you can get notified when we're live and broadcasting in the future. Same thing goes for YouTube. Give us a sub on YouTube if you haven't yet, because it just helps. It helps with the algorithm.
Absolutely helps.
Engagement, and all that kind of thing.
It helps the YouTube trolls know that you're watching.
We all talk like robots now. That's our future. When you get a chance, you can check out our About page here on Twitch or our channel page on YouTube. That's got more information about what we're into. We've got a donation link too as well. If you want to send us a tip on Twitch or a super chat on YouTube, that would be so amazing.
It would be fantastic.
No, we're not setting sail. Let's do the opposite of setting sail.
Ooh.
And get this thing started.
Oh, okay.
On Shore Leave, we talk about topics that are, not necessarily related to anime
Right.
or Sailor Moon, although we do sometimes. Japanese-related topics, or just what's on our mind. And what's on your mind this week, Mikanhana?
Well, so I don't know if you know this, Cal, but the last couple of shore leaves that I've done have been kind of depressing or,
Yeah, I did know that.
not really fun. So I thought I'd flip that,
Okay.
and I thought we could talk about Japanese mascots.
Sure.
What's behind all that?
What's up with that?
What's up with that?
Yeah.
So I I don't know if we're going to find all the answers, but we're going to find some. So Yuruchara is the Japanese term for it's like a category of mascot, and I feel like it's usually, that term specifically usually is referring to the mascots that are for a certain area, and it could be like a prefecture, a city, that sort of thing. But it's a little confusing because I think it can also be for an organization, but Yuruchara specifically are different in a lot of ways from mascots that are designed professionally, if that makes sense.
So if you're a Japanese baseball team and you got a guy with a big baseball head or something like that, is that a Yuruchara, or is that more official?
I think that's more official. Like baseball is more official, and see, this is where I think Yuruchara is really more it's amateur, like designers, creators, what have you. Right.
Okay. So if I just put on like a costume, I call it Mai Tai Chan, and I make the mouth red, and then I start running around the street. That's a Yuruchara.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Exactly.
Good.
So the name Yuruchara it's a contraction. We love combining words, as we know, in Japanese culture.
Absolutely. I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. Of Yurui mascot, it's like Yurui mascot character. So the adjective Yurui generally means loose. But in this particular combination and connotation, it could also mean gentle or weak, laid back,
okay,
lighthearted, or even unimportant. So there you go.
And these all apply.
These all apply. I mean, and not to
this
every.
This guy's loose, but I don't know how he seems pretty important.
He's important
at the same time.
But this one is loose, but unimportant.
Yeah, no, that's not a big
they
deal.
don't really matter. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So, but all 47 prefectures have their own promotional mascot. But it's not limited to just one. Like you could have more than. A lot of prefectures have more than one, but they have one official one.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Sort of the Captain America of their mascot Avengers.
Right. And like, so, basically this can become a problem with all the unofficial ones. And one of the ones that really sticks out is Osaka has a lot. And apparently it's a little problematic.
Okay.
In 2014, the Osaka government expressed concern.
Oh my God.
That there were too many local mascots.
Hold on, wait.
Yes, yes. And it was, get this is the Osaka government saying it was diluting brand identity.
Okay. Diluting.
Yeah.
Not diluting.
Okay, diluting.
No, you didn't say it wrong. It would be bad to delude the brand identity.
Yeah, right. So
I thought this was a sex shop. This is a cotton candy place? What the hell?
Okay, yeah. But it's like, leave it to Japan because, I mean, obviously, yeah, you have a mascot. Mm. I mean, it is branding, right? So, but like it's...
So is there an official office? Because, government, municipal government is bureaucracy. The Japanese love bureaucracy.
They absolutely love bureaucracy.
So there has to be
they have so many papers for so many things. An office
of the mascot, the person who's the brand manager for the mascot. Does the mascot have an email?
These are all fantastic questions.
Can you my Tai-chan at
See, honestly that's a great marketing idea. I like where you're going with this, Cal.
All right, we cut this part out.
Okay.
Cut it out. Okay.
But so the term came from an illustrator and cultural critic, Jun Miura, in the early 2000s, and I guess like originally it had kind of a negative connotation, but over the years that has gone away, and now everybody is like, thumbs up. Okay. This is awesome.
All right.
And Miura has stated that there are 3 main requirements that make Yuruchara. So you have to have all 3 of these.
Okay.
So it must convey a strong message of love for one's hometown or local region. Number 2, the character's movements or behavior should be unique and unstable or awkward.
Okay.
Number 3.
No chatty mascots.
No
Your mascot
chads
has
here.
to be a real wiener. Yeah.
Yeah, wiener or just like kind of awkward in some way, you know.
Okay.
No Captain America's here.
No. A real D-man. There's a Marvel reference.
There
for
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And the character should be unsophisticated or laid back, so Yurui, and lovable.
Okay. Well, clearly, yeah.
But I do think that some of them, maybe they're kind of hard to love because some of them are really awkward or just kind of weird, and you're just like, I don't know what's going on here.
Right.
So
Yeah. You know, my Tai-chan is my Tai-chan.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
Well, right, exactly.
It just, it's hard to love. Yeah.
I know. But they're often designed by amateur artists, and sometimes the designs are seen as naive or just not well executed. Like,
I'm loving it.
you know, like
Sure.
a child could have designed this.
Sure.
And then maybe your answer could be, well, that's kind of the point.
Yeah,
So,
okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be.
Right.
Look, this thing is weak and unimportant.
Yes, and
What do you want?
it took me 5 minutes to come up with. So
Yeah.
exactly. I didn't think about it too hard, but this all kind of adds to the appeal, right?
Sure.
So I've kind of always wondered, like, I've thought, like, okay, everything in Japan, and I know you and I have talked off the air about this many times,
Sure.
and I think we've probably talked about it on the show, on Sailor Noob before too, but Japan has mascots for everything. You know,
Yes.
The post office has mascots, you know.
Do mascots have mascots?
I don't know,
It's
but
just like a guy in a T-pose.
I know.
Like totally gray.
I just saw, I didn't have the sound on, but I just saw an ad, a very quick ad for IKEA in Japan. And not only was it showing you, you know, an IKEA kitchen, it also showed you the IKEA Japanese mascot, which I don't know why it's not everywhere. I can't remember his name because of,
Great start.
Of course, I know, but it's, you know, like the IKEA's from Sweden.
Yeah.
So it's like a Swedish name, like the furniture. So that's why I can't remember his name.
Okay.
But it's a shark in a business suit with a yellow tie.
Okay, all right.
It's a blue blazer and a yellow tie.
Sure.
And then whatever his name is, it's Shark Jr. It's his son.
He has a son? Or
He has a son.
Okay, all right. That's another mascot.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I like the idea of a
he's shorter.
Okay, all right. That's cute.
Yeah.
I like the idea of like a backstory for the mascot, a father that we never see. This is Shark Jr., but he's always worried about pleasing Shark Sr.
You know,
He's never going to measure up to Shark Sr. There's no way.
I would not be surprised if that already exists.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them, you know, as part of their charm, have backstories and stuff like that. And like Wikipedia pages, like long Wikipedia pages.
The blockbuster movie Jaws was a blockbuster everywhere, right? But did the Japanese like Jaws? That's a question for me, I guess. I'll give you an answer for that in the future.
Would honestly not. I think they probably liked it.
Yeah, I got to figure out the answer to that one.
Yeah, I think that's probably a very strong yes, would be my guess.
Then you have a Jaws, the shark mascot.
Uh-huh.
I want to see the mascot for Michael Caine. Once we get to Jaws 3D, we get farther down the road.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So just like I am a mascot representation of Michael Caine.
I'm thinking he's got a big, like a Mardi Gras head.
Of course.
He's got the curly
hair,
blonde hair, and the glasses. And he's like, subtitle. All right, everyone, I'm Michael Caine.
He just has a sign.
Yeah,
it's like
sure.
around his
just
neck.
hangs it around his neck. Yeah.
I think that works.
Get it. People get it.
Exactly. So there's some theories as to why mascots in general are so popular, not just Uruchara.
Yeah.
And I've seen this in a couple of places, but it sounds like they're saying that the Japanese people have a long history, largely due to Shintoism and yokai, of a love of non-human characters and a lot of non-human characters.
Okay.
Like talking about
they're comfortable with that
polytheism and stuff like that.
Sure.
And there are actually some yokai who have characters, like Kappa and Tanuki are very popular. There's a lot of Uruchara characters that are Kappa, like a lot of them.
Okay.
So and so this has been around for a really long time, right? So it's hard to kind of pinpoint when did it all start and everything. And this is not the same thing, so never mind. But back in 1998, this is, so I know
that's not that long ago.
No,
I thought you were gonna say like in the Nihon Shoki,
well, I guess this is somewhat related, but not completely related, right? Like, I think Japan likes telling stories with images. So I like, and I'm not saying that other cultures don't like doing that, but I just think that that has been around in Japanese culture for a really long time.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, what I think of woodblock prints, and stuff like that. And so I think that you could almost possibly connect that to this, in some ways.
Yeah. Did we ever talk about like when the printing press, was really put into wide use in Japan?
I don't think we ever have.
Because it could, but I know that like they didn't have like books and like
right.
printing presses and so like I don't know, like sometimes it's easier to tell a story or to represent something in an image,
right?
When you can't just run it off in a bunch of German.
Right.
And the German, like, those words are like this long.
Right.
It's like, just draw a picture. This picture is worth one word.
Right, exactly.
German.
Yeah. But so one thing that has, like, when did everything has a mascot, like physical merch and stuff like that? When did that really kind of really kick in? And one thing that has been cited is in 1998, NHK, the National Broadcasting Network,
right?
They had a competition to design a character in celebration of one of their anniversaries, and it was like a big anniversary, and the winner was, any guesses? It's a very popular character that I'm pretty sure you know.
I was gonna say like TV Head.
No. That you may not know is even tangentially, and this is a professional design, so it's not technically Uruchara, but it was like, I think it was a professional design. Anyways.
Gloomy Bear.
Domokun.
Oh, Domokun. Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. So, Domokun is the official mascot of NHK, and has been. Yes.
How does that say TV? He's square, I guess.
He's square like a TV. I don't know.
Does he have something on his head? Does he have like a?
No.
No.
Not all the time, anyways. He's just
sometimes he does.
Well, I'm sure he does sometimes.
When he's formal.
Yeah, right. He wears a top hat sometimes if he's feeling fancy.
No,
I don't
I've not
know.
seen that.
I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
But
all right, you got me.
But something else that was brought up when I was looking at things is Hello Kitty has been popular since she was first drawn, in Japan and everything, and merch everywhere. But when I was in Japan in the early 2000s, and I don't know how, I think this was kind of new-ish, but there were, and it wasn't like everywhere, but there were certain places that you went, they had Hello Kitty merch just for that area. Like you go and it would be specific to that area. Like Hello Kitty, you go and if maybe some stores in Kyoto were selling some Hello Kitty merch, she'd be in a kimono or she'd look like a geisha, you know, and it would say Kyoto on it and stuff like that. And like, I love Hello Kitty.
Hello Kitty's eating okonomiyaki.
Yes.
In Osaka.
You got it. And
I want one of those.
Right? That would be amazing.
So I'm going to Google that really fast.
Okay. But I was collecting it. It works, you know? So this kind of idea was around even then. And in 2008, she became the official tourism ambassador of Japan. I don't know why it took that long, but
that took a long
in 2008. And kind of the start of the Yuruchara boom has been accredited to the mascot Hikonyan, which is the white samurai cat mascot who was created in 2007 to mark the 400th anniversary of the founding of Hikone Castle. And it created a huge boom of tourism to Hikone and to the castle. Okay. So that was kind of the start of, oh, crap, now we have to do, everybody should do a mascot because it brings tourism and it brings people there. And Hikone is where I studied abroad.
It worked.
But,
it all worked. True story.
But I was there before. I was there in 2003 to 2004.
Well, that's how powerful it is.
I made it happen. But of course, Hiko Nyan, of course, is the onomatopoeia that a cat makes.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah. And there's a story that, so that behind the character, there's a legend concerning Naotaka, the third lord of Hikone. Uh-huh. So the daimyo was beckoned by a white cat to seek shelter from a storm in a temple. And because the cat beckoned him, he was not struck by lightning.
Oh.
So that's pretty lucky.
Can a cat, I know cats can go like this. Can they go like this?
I don't think they can.
Why is that cat doing this?
There's significance around it. I don't remember because it's like different.
Or like the cat always goes, like this. What if it was like
over
the cat's
here,
doing it like backwards? Are you okay?
This way, yes.
Somebody help this cat! Oh my God, lightning!
Exactly.
That's how I play it. True story.
That's how it happened. I was there. But yeah, let's see here. There in 2010, there started the Yuruchara Grand Prix, and it was an annual event where people got to vote on their favorite Yuruchara character.
Okay. I'm not going to guess. There's no way I can guess who won.
Well, and it's been different every year. So, but Hikonyan won the first year in 2010. And somebody else who I know you've heard of won in 2011. But that was Kumamon. The really cute... I swear you know of Kumamon. He's
refresh my memory.
He's the really cute black bear with the huge red circular cheeks. He's from Kumamoto Prefecture.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like he'd be hanging out with Mai Tai-chan.
Yes. He looks very happy all the time.
Yeah, he looks really happy.
And since Kumamon, I don't know if he has an email that he answers. But
okay, well, I was going to send him something. But...
Yeah, but he does have his own YouTube channel.
Okay.
Yeah,
but like, what do you mean by that? Is it cartoons? Or is there like a dude in a suit?
There's a dude in the suit.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I mean, what else would it be?
Yeah, I suppose.
And I mean, we've seen there's some really out there characters, and I wanted to just kind of talk about a couple. I wish I had images that I could show folks who are watching.
We do have the ability to do that, but yeah, next time.
Yeah, I know.
Here, Go ahead, and then I'll try to give a visual to the folks.
So Ka1iban was the first one I talked about. He's the bear.
Okay,
and then Funashi is one of this character is from Funabashi Chiba City in Japan, and it's unofficial, but it is incredibly popular. And it was created by a citizen in Funabashi, and it's just been all over Japan, very popular TV programs, commercials, you name it. The character has issued 4 CD albums, 6 singles, and DVDs. It starred in its own anime and live-action drama special. And headlined their own concert at Budokan. So there you go.
Funashi live at Budokan.
Yeah. And I thought this was interesting.
Funashi's the one that's running away from the explosion in that clip that's in the GIF.
Yes. Funashi is neither a girl nor a boy, but is a pair. So it's non-binary. And it's a pair fairy, excuse me. So Nashi means fairy.
All right.
And its parents are ordinary pear trees.
I bet they're proud of Funashi.
I think they are. Funashi is the 4th of their 274 children. It's a lot of pears.
That's just fluff, right?
Yes, this is all made up.
Okay.
This whole thing is all made up. Hey, there could be
274 other, I don't know.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. No.
That's just color.
Funashi has an entire Wikipedia page.
I believe you.
And it is mostly color.
I believe you.
So, yeah. Apparently, Funashi is also 1,883 years old.
That pair's right.
I know. And apparently also a metalhead. Funashi loves metal music. Yeah. So, yeah. I also wanted to mention that the Grand Prix is back on this year.
Whoa.
And that was reported actually really recently by the Twitter account Mondo Mascots, which if you're not checking that site out, you should be, because they have a lot of really cool images of mascots on there. Anyways, there was a 2-year break and it's come back. So my next one is Soft Kurinu, which is for Tokyo Prefecture, and that's Kurinu, Kurinu. So we all know Hachiko, right?
Yeah.
So Hachiko, the loyal Akita.
Yep. Well, forget about that.
Yeah.
Here comes
Soft Kurinu, which apparently is a swirling, smiling pink poop.
Mm-hmm.
Because Japan loves the swirly poop. They are so obsessed. But it apparently came from Hachiko. That is the origin of Soft Kurinu. And because
it's Hachiko's poop.
It's Hachiko's poop. Yeah, and basically it's a play on words, because Soft Kurimu means soft serve ice cream.
What is this, a Farrelly Brothers movie?
Looks like, I know.
What?
And then Inu is dog, so that's, yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Also, you can't just take a famous character and then have like, oh, this is the stub of the carrot that Bugs Bunny ate.
I know.
It's stuboo.
It's not great. But you know,
I'm gonna vote no on that one.
You're voting that down.
Also, what a bear of a costume to have to wear.
A lot of these.
Very bottom heavy.
A lot of these are bears. I'm gonna just.
A lot of them are literally bears.
Yes, exactly. Sento-kun, Sento, excuse me, dash kun, because you gotta be polite, is from Nara Prefecture. Of course, Nara, you've got deer, you got Buddhist temples. So somebody thought, put those two together. You got a Buddha with deer antlers.
This guy's way too relaxed looking.
And a lot of people were like,
oh my God.
No.
Full-size costume.
Yeah. It's And a lot of folks think it's blasphemous because you're taking Buddha
Good.
and you're putting deer antlers.
You know what?
on him.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of relieved that the Japanese have a line.
Me too,
Because
actually.
we've talked before on Sailor Noob, the podcast that this is all in support of, that they have things where it's like, oh, we've, sort of commoditized all the things at the temple. You've got like, oh, there's a mascot that looks like this. And like, I know it's not the same as what we've got here, but I'm like, are they really okay with like, where's the line where suddenly it's like, all right, well, getting into a little bit of blasphemy, just a little pinch of blasphemy.
Yes.
So it's good to know that
exists.
that exists somewhere.
I agree with
They
you.
can feel shame.
Yes.
They feel shame. Yay!
Oh God. Oh, I've got one more to close it out, and I think it's a good one. It is Jinenja from Shiori, Chiba Prefecture. So, basically, it's a.
I need a spelling on that.
It is Jinenja.
Okay.
Jinenja. And so Shiori is known for Japanese yams. And I guess they thought that's kind of boring. So let's zhuzh it up a little bit. So let's take a yam and a ninja and just jam them together. And then you got Jinenja.
All right.
And
This
it is a yam who is a ninja.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
This is the first one where I'm like, all right, I can see the not professional element to this.
Right.
This does look a little thrown together.
Yes. So, yeah. And there's a backstory behind this too. This character, he's a ninja hero who comes from an underground world of Neverland. I don't know, not the same.
Oh,
Neverland.
The Blue Shark and Shark Junior.
You got them? Yes.
I got
from
a commercial
IKEA.
with them. Yes.
Yes. Awesome.
Oh no.
What? What's oh no?
Combine a piece of kelp in a bikini.
Yep. There's a piece of kelp
All right,
with
we
a
gotta
bikini
wrap this up.
too.
We gotta wrap this story up. We're going too far.
Okay, so Jinenja is from Neverland, and he has a mission to save his beloved Princess Tororo, which Tororo is slimy grated yam.
Look, he loves her.
He loves her.
Okay.
Very much. So, basically from her abductor, and he's aided by a kind farmer. So there you go. A whole backstory for.
If I was a yam, I wouldn't trust a farmer. All farmers are bastards. If you're a yam.
Well, we know this to be true. So.
Well, thanks for taking us on that tour
You're
of things that
welcome.
will never get out of our heads.
I know.
I want to move on to my portion of this.
Yes.
And my portion is, we know that on Sailor Noob, am I the titular noob?
I think
I don't want that responsibility.
I know.
It's really about just sort of learning something about not only a show that we like, but
Absolutely.
Japanese culture. We're all the noob. There, gotcha.
Everybody's a noob here.
But there's something specifically that I'm sort of a noob about, and that is like Japanese culture really in general. And so I wanted to take a quiz.
Yes.
Now, this is an online quiz, but it's been vetted by our Japanese expert, and it's not so easy to know some of this stuff, some of these Japanese facts. I've been around the block a little bit. I've seen a lot of anime. I got that going for me.
Yep.
But I wanted to know how much I really actually knew about Japan generally. Mm-hmm. So we're going to take a quiz.
All right.
And we're going to do it in a kind of a game show style. Maybe
Nice.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Millionaire?
Millionaire.
Right?
I like it.
Which is only like 100,000 air, but still, it's a lot of money. And so
I
we'll
wouldn't
see
say
if we
no.
can get a phone a friend, or what do they call it when you take two away?
A 50-50, I think.
50-50. A 50-50.
Yeah.
Or an Ask the Audience.
Yes.
So to start off, we'll put our quiz on the board. This quiz is from wanderlustco.uk. And it's how well do you know Japan?
Uh-huh.
And I guess there's no point in holding back here. Let's start off with question number 1.
Let's do it.
Why don't you give us question number 1?
Okay, I will. Japan is made up of islands. How many islands does Japan have in total?
Okay, so they always talk about the 4 main islands.
Yes.
And then I think there's like a couple others that they're like Pluto, they're like dwarf islands, but they're still pretty big. But I know that there's a lot of islands. It's like an archipelago.
Yes.
So 6 is too few. 380 is a lot. 5,000? 6,000? I think there's a lot, but what's an island really? Like a little atoll? How about, I'm going to say 380. Oh!
Yeah,
There's 6,852 islands.
I know.
Do they all have names or do they just get to letters at some point?
I think they all have names. Although, I mean, I guess, I don't know, 100%. Like,
that's a lot.
That is a lot. Like you were saying, what constitutes an island? Like,
right.
There's a park in Portland that is just in between an intersection.
Yeah, I'm
so.
sure. Can you imagine?
I'm sure it's more than that.
Yeah, right. What was the intersection park called again? Portland listeners, let us know.
I can't remember.
We've been there.
We have.
We went. I've stepped on it. But all right. Next question.
All right. What is a traditional Japanese inn called?
Okay, I know this one because it's not capsule. Or capsule.
Right.
Why did I say it like that?
I don't know.
I know what an onsen is.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what a hanok is. But I know that it's a ryokan.
Yes. Good job.
All right. Is the picture, is that accurate?
Yeah, the picture is accurate. Okay.
Sometimes they just throw a picture up there and they don't
No, it is. It's a traditional inn. Ryokans have tatami mats. And they often have onsen. So you can.
Oh, so it could be both.
It could be both, but see, like, so sometimes they just have, they have like your own onsen bath. Like, you can get a nicer room that has your own bath that you don't have to share with everyone.
Okay.
So yeah, or they'll have an onsen that everybody can go to too. So.
Okay. Question number 3.
Yes.
I'm 1 for 2.
Yes. We all know Tokyo's the largest city in terms of population, but where is the second biggest?
Oh.
Or what city is the second biggest?
Well, we know that Kyoto was the former capital.
Yep.
But we always talk about Osaka being the Chicago to the New York, so I think it's Osaka. I'm wrong.
Yeah.
It's Yokohama.
I know.
What's up in Yokohama?
It's just big. It's really big.
Industrial.
You know? It's industrial. They have the largest Chinatown in Japan, in Yokohama.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So diverse population too.
Yep. Mm-hmm. It's a port city. It's actually, once they opened up Japan, a lot of people came in through Yokohama.
Right.
So.
A lot of Dutch people living there?
Great question.
Any wooden shoes? All right, question number 4.
Japan's total population is approximately 127 million, but which European country is similar in size according to land mass? Just the land mass. Some of these questions, they try to make it confusing.
When you're a square, you're a square all the way. And that just in square footage or square miles or meters takes up a lot. So I don't think it's France or Spain. United Kingdom is an island nation like Japan.
Right.
Japan is longer, but the United Kingdom's kind of squat and fat. And Germany's got a couple bites taken out of it. It's probably the UK, but I'm going to say Germany. Yes.
You're right.
All right. I know square footage. Number 5.
Number 5. Before Tokyo, Japan had several other capital cities,
Oh, man.
which is the most recent previous capital? The most recent.
This is a recent history question. Mm-hmm. And when they mean recent, they just mean the last 100 or...
The one before.
So, right.
Yeah.
Wherever they were keeping the emperor last.
Exactly. You got it.
All those are pretty important cities. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to go for where the okonomiyaki is the best and say Osaka. Nope, it's Kyoto.
Yep, it's Kyoto.
It was really moving around there a lot for a while, though.
Well, actually, so before Kyoto, it was in Nara. So, yeah. It's interesting because it's just wherever the emperor is, even when, like, the emperor doesn't have power.
Sure.
That's where the capital is. So
sure.
I think that's really interesting. And well, I guess there is a photographic clue if you number 5.
Should I know? Okay.
This is the Golden Temple, King, what is it? King Koji. It's kin is gold. I can't remember exactly what it is.
I got to start looking at the clues.
But I've been there. It's really cool looking. There's also a silver temple, but I haven't been there. Okay. So yeah, but it's really well known. Anyways,
the silver temple is worth not as much.
Not
as the golden
as much,
one,
obviously.
Still very beautiful.
Yes.
All right, number 6.
How tall is the iconic Mount Fuji?
Okay, so right out, feet is right out. We got to go by meters, right? Otherwise, what are we doing here? So I'm going to go by meters. And it's tall, but it's not super tall. It seems tall. It seems, like a Mount Hood sort of height, right? So I'm going to say 2,800, 2,893. Oh, it's all the way to 3,776.
It's really,
that's pretty
tall. Yeah. Yeah. Mount Fuji's on my bucket list. I don't know if you know this.
Look out, Mount Fuji.
But yeah, I wanna climb Mount Fuji. That's what I want to do.
How are you gonna do that? You can do anything.
You go up and you walk up.
No,
and
how are you gonna do that?
I can do it.
Okay.
You can get I read this really cool travelogue story. With like a collection of stories at one point, and you can get like a travel stick, and they have little places you can check in along the mountain, and you can get them
stamped,
branded, stamped.
Okay.
At each one.
All right.
So, anyways,
I look forward to seeing your stick.
Okay.
How about number 7?
Yeah, 7. Few original castles remain from the Edo period, which was 1603 to 1868. How many still exist today?
Oh, boy. C are the longest answer. Let's say 19 of them. I'm wrong. 12 of them.
Yes.
Is there a significance in that number, or is it just, it was a long time ago?
I think just a lot of castles were destroyed.
Yeah.
So being a castle town is a big deal in Japan. So, having studied abroad in a castle town.
I bet some towns wish that their castles weren't destroyed.
Yes, I think so.
All we got is this crappy mascot. How about number 8?
Yes. Kyoto is famous for its stunning geisha, but what does the word geisha actually translate to?
Interesting. So, using logic.
Yep.
I don't think it's a doll performer. Everything else is about a person and one's about a doll, and that's a little weird. And then it's person of art or woman of art. So I think it's art, but is it person or woman? And that, I'm going to love to hear the explanation of why I'm wrong, but I'm going to say it's person of art.
It's
person
correct.
Of art.
Yes.
I logicked that one right down to the ground.
I'm really glad you didn't go with doll performer first.
Well, I think that's their what's something really insulting? Wanderlust staff? Doll. Nice one, Jerry. Doll performer.
Can always count on Jerry.
How about number 9?
Yeah, Japan is an up-and-coming hiking haven, but which of these timeless walking trails is over 1,000 years old?
Interesting. If I could read those signs, I would have... I'm going to get my phone out.
You would probably have a clue, yes.
It's a trail. Well, one of these answers has trail in it, but that seems like that's a trick. I'm going to say the Shimana Mikaido. Oops, it's the Kumano Kodo.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
And it's 1,000 years old. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about this. This might be. I do know that there are, some trails that were just. This might be the trail that I'm thinking of that was, this is just like, this is where the merchants went, and this is, and that sort of thing. But yeah, some trails have been around that long.
Okay. Number 10.
What is the top operational speed of the Shinkansen, aka the bullet train?
This is a good one. It is so it's not 200, it's not 400. I remember hearing this one time, but I heard it a long time ago, and maybe they've made it faster. I think 320 that's pretty fast. So I'm going to say 260 and be conservative. Don't ever be conservative. Listen to me. Don't ever be conservative. Bet it all. Just lay down on those tracks. Wow, 320 kilometers per hour.
It's really fast. And you don't feel it either. I only was on it once, but you literally do not feel it.
How long does it take to reach that speed?
I don't know the answer
That's all
to that
magnets,
question.
right?
Yeah.
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 Amazing.
Oh, so the trail, it was a pilgrimage trail. That's what the word I was trying to pull.
1,000 miles. That's got a... That's
1,000 years old, yeah.
Oh, 1,000 years old, yeah.
Yeah.
1,000 miles.
Maybe it is. I don't know.
Word.
So.
Well, maybe they like the Proclaimers. Let's talk about number 13. Number 11.
Japan is renowned for its incredible food. Which city is nicknamed, quote, the Kitchen of Japan?
That's a great question. I'm going to have to go with Osaka on that one.
You are correct.
I watched enough YouTube videos to get that one right.
Lots of good food in
Let's
Osaka.
Let's see if this applies to the number 12.
Which quintessential Japanese dish actually originates from Portugal?
I believe, and I don't know if this is right or not, but I believe that it's tempura. And that I'm right.
You are right.
And you're going to tell me why.
They're
like, they're frying things.
They are frying things. And I also can tell you that tempura is written in katakana.
Oh, right. Of course. Yeah.
So, the writing language they use for adopted words. So,
I thought, they're frying things. Okay.
Well, yeah, I think it is they're frying things, honestly. But
it's a great idea.
Yeah. Well, this food tastes great.
Hey, rolling bread?
Yeah, exactly.
What if we shocked the bread? Oh, that's panko. Let's do number 13.
All right. Which sacred animal is known for wandering through Nara Park?
I'm pretty sure this is deer.
Yeah, you got it.
And check out the YouTube videos on that sometime. And
yes.
These deer, they get kind of feisty.
Yeah, they do. They want their senbei.
One or two bows, and all right, I'm done bowing. Give me that senbei. 14.
All right. Hokkaido's red crowned cranes are iconic. In which part of the island can they be seen all year round?
Now, I have watched a video about this, but I don't remember it, so that's not going to help me. I think it's interesting that there's one answer that's like, it's not in Hokkaido, which seems suspicious. Why are you there?
Yeah.
And you'd think marshland cranes, right? But I think that something so beautiful is probably endangered, which means it's in a protected national park. I'm going to say Akan National Park. I'm wrong. It was the marshland.
Yeah, see, I picked your answer too.
Yeah.
Like, that was the one I thought. And yeah, you should have gone with marshland. Your gut instinct was right.
I can't remember now, but it's one of those YouTube videos with a soft-voiced British man telling you about stuff. And I watched it about the Snows of Japan, I think it's called, maybe something like that. Or that's a Ethan Hawke movie or something. But 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 it was all about the wildlife of Hokkaido and how they have to survive, in like the sort of not that hot summers, but then the really cold winters. And it was like monkeys and stuff, and it was really cool.
Awesome.
And speaking of which, how about 15?
Yeah. In which prefecture can you find the hot spring bathing Japanese macaw, aka snow monkey?
If it's snow, it's Nagano. And now you know.
You were right.
Yes.
Great logic there.
37 feet snowfall, or whatever they got. You see the roadways, and the cars are going through. That's in
Hokkaido, though. I don't. Where is Nagano?
It's up north.
Is it in Hokkaido though?
No possible way to know. Number 16.
Hey.
Number
16. In which region would you find the city of Sendai?
Okay, that is. Which region?
Mm-hmm.
Is Honshu an entire region?
Is it?
No, that's an island. I don't think it's a Honshu region. It's not. Shikoku's an island too. Have I eliminated 2 just by knowing geography?
Possibly.
I'm gonna say Chugoku. No, it's Tohoku.
Yes, it's Tohoku.
Crap. That's another industrial area, right? Sendai?
I don't know if I don't know the answer.
Well, let's not misinform people. All right, 17.
Can you identify this famous Japanese castle that is pictured in the photo above?
Oh, that's a pretty castle.
It is a pretty castle.
I know that Osaka has a pretty castle, but that's why they put that answer there. But I have no other guess, so I'm going to say Osaka Castle. Oh, thank goodness. Give us a fact about Osaka Castle.
Oh, God. You would ask me that. I've been there.
Right.
That is a fact.
Okay, there you go.
It's close to some water, and like a river or something, some body of water, and I was on a boat that went by Osaka Castle, and I've also gone to it, and you can go inside and stuff like that, but it's
nice.
Yeah, get a nice view.
Number 18.
All right, another photo thing. Can you identify this Japanese city garden?
Oh.
Where is this? I know because I've seen a lot of YouTube videos.
Okay. I don't think that it's Ueno Park in Tokyo. I'm not familiar with Mino or Yokohama as much. It looks like something a beer company would pay for. I think it's Odori Park in Sapporo. Oh my goodness! And you think that I don't know how to take tests? I know how to take tests.
No, I never said that. I never said that about you.
So that's like it's like a really long park.
Mm-hmm. It is a really long park.
Look, people have called me a genius. I don't know if I would take that title.
But Central Park is a really long park.
Well,
but
it's a really wide park as well.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, okay. It's like a mall, basically.
It is like a mall. Yeah. I also Nagano is on Honshu.
She had to prove that she was right.
I did.
All right, 19.
19. Another photo question. In which Japanese town would you find this Buddha statue?
Oh boy, it's not Harajuku.
It's a very famous statue.
I want to say Nara, but I think I heard of the Gifu Buddha. Gifu, Kamakura, sometimes. Look, there's a reason I won't accept the title of genius from people, because I know they're wrong.
Oh, come on.
So tell me about Kamakura. That's a big deal.
It is a big deal, and like this.
That's a period.
It is a period.
That's a dude.
But so this statue is massive, and I don't know if you can. It's not you can't tell by scale, right? But it is. Let's see if I can find it. It is 43.8 feet tall.
Wow.
So it's pretty tall, and it weighs approximately 103 tons. And it's been around for a long time, possibly. According to temple records, it says 1252, but I'm not sure if we can corroborate that. But that is supposedly correct.
Okay. Speaking of years, question number 20.
Yes. When did the beloved Studio Ghibli Museum in Mitaka open?
Beloved. Okay. Let's leave the adjectives out of this.
Whoa. Whoa. Step back.
98 is possible, but that's got to be too early, right? And then 98 so 3 years, 2 years, 4 years. Well, they've spaced these questions out.
Yep.
Oh, what do I want to do? Write tests for a living?
Do you
want
to
say 2001. I'm right.
Oh.
That's it.
I know.
That's it.
And I'm like, I was like, why the heck didn't I go there when I was in Japan?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways.
I guess it's not beloved to you.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
21.
Can you identify this bamboo forest?
No. But I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess.
Do you want to do 50-50
or... Oh, that's right. I haven't taken any of my things.
No.
Akigahara, it's not that. That's the scary suicide forest. Yeah, I'm going to 50-50.
Okay. So, is it Ogasawara or Arashiyama?
I think it's Ogasawara. I'm wrong! Arashiyama. So does that mean like bamboo forest?
Yama means mountain.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure what Arashi means, so...
Where's this located?
Great question.
Oh, right.
You would ask me that.
It's located in the western outskirts of Kyoto.
There you go.
The district also includes the mountain across the Oi River.
There you go. That's probably why.
Which is a backdrop to the district.
There's a lot of bamboo forests in Kyoto.
And there's monkeys there. There's monkeys all over Japan, isn't there?
Yep.
If you don't like monkeys, don't go to Japan.
That's right.
Here's the last question.
Finally, can you identify this Japanese city from its picture?
Again, no.
Do you want to poll the audience?
No, it's got an Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
Boy, they really dug down for this last question, didn't they?
They did. I'm not going to disagree with you on that one.
You know, the only city that I really, what is this a water park? What's here there's just a park.
That is a really great question.
You know what? The Sapporo thing worked out. This looks like a park that a motorcycle company would pay for. I think it's Kawasaki. No, I should have picked Nagoya. That's the only city I actually knew.
I know.
I didn't know it well enough, though. I got 10 out of 22. So
honestly, not bad, I'd say. So they had some tough questions. So
they absolutely did.
Yeah.
Well, still a noob.
It's okay.
And thank God, too. We'd be out of a show. If I wasn't one.
I'm a noob in a lot of ways, too. I'm still learning stuff, so.
Well, I think that about wraps it up for our show this week. Do you want to tell people what's coming up on our next episode? Because we didn't do that on our last episode.
Right. We did not do that on our last episode.
So here's the official word on what's coming up. And it's at the bottom of the script that we're sharing right now.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Well, look
because
at that.
Somebody's prepared.
Oh, my goodness.
Who's a genius now?
All right. Yeah, we're talking about episode number 141, which is Koi no Arashi Minako no Futamata Daisakusen. Which means the English translation is Storm of Love, Minako's Grand Two-Timing Plan. And the English title is Double Trouble.
It's a Minako episode.
It's a Minako episode.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right. Well, looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And
Me
can't
too.
wait to talk about that. And
Yes.
Double Trouble? Can't tell if that's a good title or not.
I don't know know if it is or not, but I've seen clips of this.
Oh.
Around the internet, so
sounds solid. I think I might have seen clips of it too. So looking forward to that, and that's it for our show this week.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us, and thanks to our patrons for your support. On our Patreon, we have just finished our coverage of the live action Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon. What a ride that was.
Fantastic.
It was a real Karari time. I don't know. And so if you want to watch those episodes, you can on the internet. If you want to listen to our episodes and our coverage, featuring coverage pretty similar to our Sailor Moon coverage or Sailor Noob coverage, where we talk about the episode, then we talk about an element of Japanese culture, and just kind of like fan geek out about the live action show, which is way better than anybody has ever told me about. So now I'm telling you. You can find that on our Patreon. Now that we're wrapping that up, we're continuing to do our animatification shows, and we're also starting a new series where we talk about Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Yeah.
Which probably won't be quite as fun as watching the live action Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon was. But we're doing it anyway, and to make it more fun, we're talking about the philosophical and psychological concepts that are in the series.
Yeah.
The entire thing is called Beyond Good and Eva, and it starts soon, so join us then. Next week on our Patreon, we are restarting our animatification, and we're talking about the anime Penguin Drum, which is a pick from one of our princess patrons, Annie. So thanks for that pick. Looking forward to watching Penguin Drum. You can find all of this stuff on our Patreon at patreon.com/Sailor Noob. If you want to support us there, go do that. You can also, if you want to support us, give us a tip at Ko-Fi or Coffee, ko-fi.com/Just Enough Trope, and we'd love to have you. And we've got a Discord as well. There's a link on our About page right here on Twitch. If you want to join our Discord, that's free. Don't forget to subscribe here on Twitch before you go. Also, I stream video games here on Twitch every 12 p.m. Central weekdays for my laser lunch hour. And also every Thursday on Twitch at 8 p.m. Central, we talk about new episodes of Star Trek. So come join us for that. All of that's right here on twitch.tv/Just Enough Trope. That's it. Do you want to say something?
Yeah.
Go for it.
I think you should tell everybody who's watching what game you're playing right now, because I think they might be interested.
Yeah. So I was just playing a game called Ghostwire Tokyo, which is a first-person game set in modern Tokyo, and you're busting ghosts.
Lots of yokai.
And yeah, what's cool about it is they have yokai that we've talked about on our podcast, and also it's got... it takes place in like downtown Tokyo around Shibuya Station. And I mean, I don't know, maybe you could tell me, but it's very accurate to like the street layouts. And so it's kind of like a walking tour while ghosts are trying to chop your head off. So it's fun. And then I just started playing a new game, a Yakuza game, Like a Dragon Ishin, which is set in Tosa, which is on Shikoku.
Okay.
So far, so good. And it's a PlayStation. Oh, I was pronouncing everything so right up to this point. But it's a PlayStation game. And it's an action game. And it's based on the life of Ryomu Sakamoto.
Okay.
Who is a Japanese revolutionary and hero. And,
I remember you telling me about this.
And it's kind of like a walking tour of, actually I'm in Kyoto now in the game. So it's sort of like a look at the mid-19th century era of Japan, right before the Meiji era began. So,
awesome.
Samurai sword one hand, got a gun in the other hand. So doing it like that. So yeah, so join me for all that times, because it's not all Japanese stuff, but it's fun to do Japanese stuff. So do it there. I think that's it. Unless you've got anything else, don't jump me again.
Nope.
Good?
I'm good.
Okay, mouth closed. We're pulling into the dock. No, we were on the dock. We're getting back on board.
I don't know. We're coming to the dock.
And that's it for us for this episode of Shore Leave. We'll see you next week. We'll see you next week when we make up for another episode of Sailor Noob.
Bye.
Bye.